Audio Jungle.
Go. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the second episode of Chill and Spill podcast. I'm your host, Clyde Jabonillo, and in today's episode, we're going to talk about how to balance gaming and academics as a college student. Nowadays, a lot of college students are getting addicted to gaming and they are forgetting their academic priorities. That's why I invited one of my longtime friend ever since elementary, and he's now one of the most successful student gamers, Bernie Mendez. Hey,
Hi
how?
guys. That's
Yeah.
an exaggeration.
No, it's real.
What do you mean? Okay, so
So,
hi guys.
you
My
introduce
name is
yourself to our
Bernie.
viewers, okay?
Hi guys. My name is Bernie. I'm a recent graduate from the Lasal University, Las Marinas, and I'm a longtime friend of Clyde Jabonillo, the host. And based on what you guys are hearing, yes, it's true. I've been a gamer all my life, ever since I was younger. Like ever since I had school, I've always been gaming and studying at the same time. And
Mm.
now here I am. I graduated.
Yeah. So, how's your life going? Do you have job already?
Currently, I don't have a job, but I'm looking for a job right now.
Mm-hmm. So, good luck to your job hunting, and I hope that you'll be able to land a job hopefully
Thank
next
you,
week.
thank you.
So, the first question I would like to ask you is, what are your favorite games that you're playing during your college days?
Oh, during my college days, that I played a few games when I was in college. You've heard of League of Legends, right?
Yeah, we're
Because
both
in college,
we're
League
both
of
playing.
Legends was like a game that I used to play a lot. So
Yeah.
probably League of Legends, and then another one of the games that I've played is Valorant,
Mm-hmm.
because that's a game that came out in 2020 mid pandemic. So I was like second year college at that time.
Mm-hmm. So, when was in college, how many hours do you exert in playing those games?
When I was in college, I didn't really time it, but when I get off school, I usually play games. And let's say I go home at like around 4 p.m. I'd play until the nighttime, like 12. So it's like, how many hours is that?
Maybe
4 to
let's say
12.
4 to 12. Yeah.
Around, yeah, around those.
Yeah, I would like to share also my own experience on that because during the pandemic, we were really stuck at home, right? Then
Mhm.
when I started to learn playing League of Legends, I literally wake up at around 8 a.m. Then I finish playing at around 11 p.m. And I'm getting just hard stuck on silver rank. Just, there are a lot of toxic players. It's not surprising anymore here in the Philippine server.
Yes, yes, it's very, very toxic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So speaking of, a lot of games, not just League of Legends, like Mobile Legends, Valorant, there are a lot of toxic players. So,
Mm.
what do you think is the impact of the toxicity to the academic performance? Does it affect? Because a lot of students are saying this is just a relaxation time when they're just playing. But when it's getting toxic, it's like you're getting tilted until you're studying. Does it affect you?
To me, honestly, at first,
Mm-hmm.
I know how it feels when people are being toxic, when people are trash talking you, like when you don't get a kill, oh your teammates are gonna trash talk you. Why didn't you kill this guy? Blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, at first it could feel very overwhelming, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
in a bad way,
Yeah.
because you don't know how to handle this information, because you just want to play. The reason why you play is to have fun, and then suddenly you
True.
get teammates that are like this and like that. Um, if it affects studying, it doesn't. Okay, right now I would say it doesn't. But
Mm-hmm.
how I learned how I learned how to say that it doesn't affect studying is because um I just let it be,
Mm-hmm.
and just keep in mind that the people you're playing with are just people who don't have any impact in your life. Okay, unless they're your friends and trash talking you, they're probably just joking.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you're solo queuing, don't mind them. People are always gonna be mean on the internet, and you can't do anything about it. So if I were you, just ignore them and keep doing what you're doing. If you know you're doing a bad, if you're having a bad day, it's fine. It's normal for everyone to have a bad day, for as long as you're having fun.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, quote that, guys. You heard what he said. Don't let other people affect your daily routine or your academic studies. Just let it go. It's just a
Because
game at
you,
the end of the day.
yes, and you're what the reason why you're playing is to have fun, right?
Yeah.
So
Remember
don't
the
let it.
purpose. Don't get into it.
Exactly, exactly.
So yeah, speaking of do you think why is this an important issue to tackle, especially for the college students right now, on the importance of balancing gaming and studies?
I feel like it's an important issue to tackle, because these days, lately, I think the number of gamers have increased.
Mm.
Bi- um, compared to before, because of pandemic. Because
Yeah.
of pandemic, more and more people were handed gadgets and um, internet and better laptops and computers and stuff like that. So more people got access to gaming. It was really boring. I know. So yeah, more and more people gained access, right?
Mm.
The thing is, I feel like it's important because there are many people who are stressed, and one way to ease off stress is what? Gaming, right?
True.
Well, to some people.
Mm.
So to those people who think that gaming is a way to kill time, I do understand your situation because I always was gaming.
Okay, yeah.
So wait, what your question was? Why is
Like
it an important issue to
yeah.
tackle? Okay.
Then yeah, speaking of on based on your answers, I would like to ask if you really regret on all those excessive gaming hours you committed when you're still
Oh
studying for
no,
college.
not at all, not at all. I enjoyed every single moment of those times playing. It
Mm.
got me through college actually. I don't know
Mm.
what I would have done if I wasn't gaming. I feel like my life would be boring.
Oh,
No
yeah.
offense to people who don't game, but I mean to me because it became a hobby of mine. So it's just really boring if I'm not.
Yeah. Oh, so for me, in my own personal experience, it really affected me. Maybe it depends on the academic pressure because
Yes. Mm.
because in my course as a management accounting or just in accountancy in general, we have got like a grade to meet.
Mm.
Then even though we have exams for the next 2 days, I'm still prioritizing ranked games, and it really impacts me. It's really challenging for me to balance gaming and academics at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not for all. There are a lot of student gamers like you who were able to accomplish a excellent time management, and also you are able to withstand the temptation of just playing and forgetting academics. So I would like to ask you, like in general, what do you think are the most common challenges for these college students nowadays who wanted to try to balance gaming and studying?
First off, I think it's time management. Like what you said,
Mm.
time management, right? Um, time management. I think time management because there people tend to prioritize gaming. They tend to mess up their priorities. They tend to forget about deadlines, forget about the stuff that they have to do because they got busy playing, right? So
Mm.
that's one. Another one would be laziness, I guess,
Mm.
because once you're playing, it's like you don't want to stop playing anymore, and that's something that's hard to overcome. I'll admit, because
Mm.
it took me. I had to realize that, oh, I have this thing to do, and I still have to get that degree. I still have to make my parents proud. Don't
Mm.
let it affect your studies. Obviously, you can game, but don't let it affect your studies.
Yeah.
Um, that's all I could think of at the top of my head.
Yeah, sure.
Just
Then,
time management and the laziness.
and speaking of time management, it incorporates with the self-discipline. So, if you were in that position again during those college days, how you were how you will be able to establish a solid self-discipline for yourself, or something that you could also inspire at our gamer viewers to on establishing their self-discipline traits.
Mm, that's a good question. Uh, I think because to me, I had a schedule, a list of things to do. Like what? No, 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 no. When I was first year college, I didn't have any of this at all. I only started when I was like second year
Mm.
or third year, I think. Um, we're not sponsored by the way, but the app that I use is Notion. You
Mm.
heard about Notion?
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
Notion, yes, yes. Do you use Notion?
Tried, but I'm not following it.
Okay,
That's my
okay.
honest answer that I don't have self-discipline in
Yes,
balancing
yes.
game.
Okay, okay. So basically, Notion is an app where you can schedule the things that you need, like give on given days. Give yourself tasks that you need to do on certain days, whether you need to accomplish this on this day. Oh, I have to do this. Just list it down, and um, it will make your life unique and organized.
Notion.
Yeah.
S-
So just keep yourself organized. Have try to find try to find discipline for you to make up a list like that. That's one of the ways you could survive college, I guess.
while gaming.
While gaming.
Yeah, and speaking of if you want to accomplish that type of self-discipline, you have to be consistent because others are they're just doing it in day 1, day 2.
Oh, true, true.
Then suddenly in day 3 they're like, "Okay, I don't need this. I'm back to my old
Right.
habits again." Do you think
That's right.
there's another thing that I would like to ask. It's very interesting. Do you think that getting demoted in your ranked games or in any type of games really impacts the balance that you have in terms of studying and gaming?
I'd like to say for some people it will impact them obviously
Yeah.
because like say you're one win away from getting your desired rank, and then suddenly you lost. Then suddenly you get the urge to play, oh, I have to play more and more and more and more until I get that rank, right?
Yeah.
But then you lost and lost and
I
lost.
lost. You're like in a losing
it's
streak.
gonna feel it's gonna feel very deteriorating, I know.
Mm,
But always remember, okay, like what I said, it's just a game. Don't make it a big deal, okay? I know your rank is important to you, but don't let it affect your life and the way you live your life, okay?
that's true. Note that, guys. Then also, I would like to ask if it's a good idea to uninstall the game first. But because this is the issue. Other people don't uninstall their games because we cannot blame others having a slow connection. Then you're gonna re-download it again, huge file like League of Legends right now is like 22 gig.
Uh-huh.
Then the appropriate internet connection is right. It's like 20 or 25 Mbps already nowadays.
Mhm.
So what advice would you give about that
Is it
thing?
appropriate? Is it okay to uninstall a game because of that?
Mm.
Okay, from my experience, one time this happened actually. I raged at a Valorant game. I was playing a ranked game. I was about to win, but all of my teammates were all bad. So I uninstalled the game. I did not install it after like 1 week.
Mm.
What was I doing? I think I took a break from gaming. I think I
Yeah.
did take a break from gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, by the way, every once in a while, I think it's okay to take a break from gaming
True.
in order to bounce back stronger. Oh, yeah, for me.
Yeah. And then by the time you just have like self realization on all the things you did,
Yes.
especially those
Yes.
time that you could have just exerted it on just reviewing instead
Yes.
of getting affected by the toxicity of these games.
Yes, yes. I think it's a good idea to uninstall if
Mm,
it's really hurting your academic performance. I
true.
think it would be okay to uninstall the game. That's solely on you, okay? If you
Yeah.
still enjoy playing, then don't. But
Yeah. Yeah.
it's a recommendation.
Still depends on the type of the person's personality in handling this type
Yes,
of
yes.
situation.
It's up to you. It's up to
Yeah,
them.
true. Then another issue that is really common before, but I think it's really getting back. A lot of college students are cutting classes, going to computer shops, wasting a lot of their time and money. Because yeah, you can go to com shop when it's break
Mm-hmm.
time or 1 hour
Yes.
only, but others are leaving already in the computer shop overnight. What are your comments about it?
Okay, now that is one thing that I cannot tolerate. Okay,
True.
cutting classes. Okay, guys, you have to realize that the reason why you're going to school is because you have to study, you have to get that degree, you have to get your education right. And guess what? Who's the one who's paying for your education?
Oh yeah.
Your parents, right? Unless you're sponsoring yourself, then go ahead. But
Yeah.
most times than not, it's your parents that are paying for your tuition.
Mm-hmm.
Do bear in mind how they feel. Okay, if they know that you're just going to the computer shop to play games, right, instead of focusing on your studies, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's one thing I just can't tolerate, cutting classes. I know it's important, you like gaming and all, but try to find a way to like incorporate that like after classes. It would be better that way.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Always remember, guys, that don't waste your time on these nonsense things, especially when you're like, I'm just so pissed at those college students that are sleeping already in the computer shops. It's like it doesn't make sense to me. Why would you do that? Like, it's
Mm.
fine to play for a few hours, but really overnight.
Yeah,
in
don't dedicate your life to going there and playing display.
Yeah, I agree with that. And now also not just college, also high school or elementary. There are also they cannot resist their temptation to play mobile games while they are in classes. And some professors, yeah, I could see some professors are being strict with not using cell phones while in classes, but we cannot avoid to
Mm.
like open and just play quick rank. So, what are your insights about those things? It's really
For that,
happening right now.
yeah, for that, because back in our days, right? Like when was this, like junior high school, we were really not allowed to bring our cell phones to class.
True.
I think because we had to like surrender our phones and gadgets to the teachers all the time. But then senior high school came along and then college came along. Suddenly we always have our phones with us. We always have our gadgets with us. Um, I think the thing you should keep in mind is to limit yourself. Know that there's a time for gaming and know that there's a time for studying. You can play games after class. You can play
Mm-hmm.
the game before class, not during class. Okay, just not during class. You can play during your break time to ease off the stress, and
True.
then come back come back to class. Just
Yeah.
focus on the teacher.
True.
I never played. Well, okay, I'll admit that I have done that, but I know it's wrong. It's wrong, okay? But
Mm,
here I am to admit that it's wrong.
yeah. Yeah. Then I can relate with that. Then the most ultimate last question for all of the college gamers out there. Do you think that spending a lot of money through the to your games is that like practical, or you should just exert that expenses throughout your academical needs? Like for example, you want to buy planner, study planner. You want to buy a software that will help you to become more self-disciplined in terms of reviewing for your exam. What's your side about that thing?
Okay, here's another topic I can relate to again because I'm one of those people who also spent money on games. When the game's free to play, but then you spend money on it to buy the battle pass, to buy the skin that you wanted. I know it looks cool and flashy, but if your friends have it and you see other people have it, doesn't mean you need to have it too. Okay? Okay, just keep that in mind. You don't need to have it. It's a want. It's not really necessarily a need. It won't help you in any way, other unless it's like pay to win.
Yeah.
Um, so I'd advise it's better to spend your money on things that you need, which are like school stuff, school materials, things that could help you improve your studies, but
Mm.
not. I mean, if you're rich and you can afford both, then go ahead
Yeah.
by all means.
Yeah.
But it's more wise to spend it on the needs than wants.
Yeah, I've gotta be guilty on that part too. I have spent like 5,000 pesos on skins in League of Legends. The free stuff. I know the discounted skins there in League.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I always buy skin of Malphite. you
You know
know,
what? It's fine. If it makes you happy, then go for it.
Yeah, but don't make it like a habit every day. When you just see
Yes.
a disc, just reward to yourself when you got a high score in exam or good
Yes,
grade.
yes, that's also one thing that
Mm.
if you maybe if you got a high score in an exam, challenge yourself.
Yeah,
What if you do that? Challenge
true,
yourself. Say you had a test upcoming and then you like passed the test, you got a high score, reward yourself. Buy the skin that you want.
true. I mean, that's I agree. And last, I sorry, I got one more last question. It's
No
really
worries.
relatable. A lot of college gamers also, college student gamers, are sometimes thinking if they would just sacrifice their academics for the sake that they would just focus on gaming. Yeah, there are a lot of successful gamers who didn't go to college anymore. But speaking in general, what would you say about those things?
I've seen this stuff on the internet as well. People like pursuing gaming,
Mm,
what to become like a streamer, maybe a content creator, maybe to
mm,
become a professional gamer. You can do it if you want, but that's that's a minority of the population that we have. It's only a very select few people. I know you probably heard of famous streamers like give me a famous streamer that quit tens the
then
tens that I know that tens dropped out of college, right?
yeah.
Yeah, but you're not tens.
Like there's no guarantee that you will be able
Yeah,
to
there's
be.
no guarantee that you'll be successful. I can't say that.
Mm-mm.
But if you're good enough, I guess maybe. But let's be realistic and think about the possibilities of what will happen if you choose to do that.
Yeah.
I'm sure the majority of parents are not gonna be proud about it.
Sad reality.
Honestly, me, I was thinking if I don't know, no, don't just finish your degree.
Yeah,
Just finish your degree.
it's much more of an achievement to achieve a degree in college than
Yes, yes.
because you might regret in the end that you have exerted a lot of time,
And
effort.
it's fun. It's
Yeah,
fun with your friends all the time in
yeah.
college. Enjoy your college years.
True.
Don't spend it all on gaming.
Yeah, because when you're working, it's so limited to have time in gaming.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's all my questions. Do you have any last um, piece of advice or summary on all the things you have said for this episode?
Okay, guys, always remember to make your parents proud, and don't pursue gaming if you're not that good. Always remember gaming is for you to have fun. Okay, don't mind the toxicity of the people. Don't mind the toxicity from online games. And always remember to find a balance between gaming and academics, because there's always an in between. You can't always just study. You can't always just game. I know you like gaming, but you need to study also.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the importance of academics, guys. That's the reality. You cannot find a job when you don't have a degree.
Yeah, it's
And
hard to find a job.
yeah, it's good to make gaming your side hustle, but don't make it your primary hustle.
Mm-mm.
Always focus on your studies first. That's your asset in the future, not gaming. It's just a
Yes.
like what Bernie said, it's just for fun. Don't get
Mm.
tilted, don't get affected by your toxicity. Don't let gaming affect your life. Focus on your goals, not on gaming.
Yes. Well said.
Yeah. Okay. That is all for this episode. Do you like to have any to want to do any shout out, promote your social media?
Um. Well, you can follow. You can watch. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. I think its name is Krush. Krosh.
Okay,
Yeah.
it will just flash on on your screens, guys.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay, okay. So thank you for accepting my invitation and hope that you'll be able to land your preferred or dream job maybe next week or sooner or later.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm cheering for that, bro. Thank you.
You're. Thank you.
Bye
Thank you
bye now.
also, Clyde. It was nice talking to you.
Yeah. See you anytime, bro.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye, bro.
guys.
Bye. For more videos na katulad nito, make sure to subscribe on our YouTube channel. Yan, nasa baba lang. And also, ring natin notification bell para lagi kayong updated kapag may bago tayong upload. Moreover, pwede kayong pumunta sa ating Facebook page and also join our group which is Chill and Spill Community so that you will be able to suggest a lot of new topics na pag-uusapan natin dito sa ating podcast. Thank you guys and have a great day.